gonna copy it here, live on YouTube at Smart Money Pedigree. So make sure you guys join up. We're gonna be going live today. You guys on the vibes. Let me know what you guys want to try to catch today. Make sure the link real fast, and we'll try to catch some trades here if we can. I don't know if we will, but hopefully we can. We'll see. I'm gonna copy it here, live on YouTube. All right, and let me share that to the Telegram real quick. What should we focus on? ICT? Probably 26 model is the most important one, to be honest. Check out GU. I'll look at it. What's going on, Bronson? All good? All right, so looking over here at EURUSD, we're clearly in a bearish trend. Look at daily, looks like price here wants to complete an entire kind of MXM outlook. It looks like we, sorry about that. It looks like we grabbed this liquidity above here, right there. And then we're trying to drop down to grab the liquidity down below from a daily A perspective, right? This looks like a complete MXM. That price is just, obviously, here we had accumulation phases. Now we kind of sweep liquidity, and now we're starting to distribute all the way down to grab that liquidity that's below, right? That's what it looks like for EU on a daily perspective. Now focusing on this on let's say a H4 angle and looking at price, it still looks like it's fairly bearish, right? It looks like we kind of drop down here. You have a nice little breaker that we quite tapped into right there. Price then drops down here. We can't really see much on the H4. So H4 doesn't give me enough structure for me to kind of focus on. H1 does, right? So when you're looking at structure, you have to ask yourself, what type of, let me just share my screen here. I know it's going to be a little bit small, but whatever. I mean, at least we'll still be able to share it. I don't know how I can stand this. I don't have my other computer with me, like my cable to connect to that computer, so I can't show you guys how I want to. If you guys want to see more, just hop on YouTube. You know what I mean? What's going on, Focus? So what I was going to tell you guys was 1 second. All right, so what I was saying was over here at the H1 outlook, right, for EURUSD, it makes a bit more sense. Price here has the supply zone that we actually hit. We have this H1 OB that we actually were able to mitigate, so we can write that down there. Then price drops down here. We also have left behind a nice little FEG here that we could try to counter as empty space. This could be a POI that we have focus on if price does want to go back up there, because that still has yet to be mitigated. Price drops down here. It looks like it rebalances a little bit of something here and then leaves behind a lower low. So from this angle, we have now grabbed the liquidity that was pending below, right? We grabbed all this liquidity. We have liquidity now kind of shooting above. That gives me some context of price that I might try to go short, right? Because down here, if we're looking at price from this angle, from this high to this low, we right now are at a discount, right? So we want to make sure that price goes back up to a premium up here, right? And now what I'm looking at focus for EU, since we had this little bit of a sweep here, is can price try to bring back up higher to mitigate any of these levels above? That's kind of the idea that I'm having, or that I'm guessing that might just happen, right? So now keeping that in note, looking at 15, the levels that we want to focus on will probably be up there, right? Looks like price, we can definitely focus for price to kind of rebalance our way back up to these equal highs, or this FPG that we have here as well. This closely is a POI. So taking out of that, looking at the M5 structure, it looks like we just broke that, right? So this FPG was just broken, and now we have made an OB right down here. So this could be context for us to try to go for some short-term longs to try to capitalize on some displacements above, right? That's kind of what I'm focusing on for EU. looking over here at M4, we can spot any type of FEG down here. So M4, we have a nice little FEG right there within that M5. So look at the bottom right here, this M4 range, right? If we're looking at price right here, we have an FEG right within the OB. So that's what we love to see. So now taking note of that, this could be something that we capitalize from. Price looks like it goes higher here, and it also mitigated out of this OB or FEG right there, right? So if price does want to drop back down to this, we could try to look for some longs all the way back up to this highs up there. And that's kind of a setup that I'll be keeping my eyes keen on to try to capitalize on some longs. So longs there, and then TP could be right here for nice little 2.32 to 1 with EU or USD, and we'll be sure to take that right there if prices want to come back down to mitigate that level, right? Now looking at gold, I don't know what the hell this is. Was this news? Was this just FXCM Owanda setup? I don't know. Looks like price hit the higher time from POI, dropped all the way down here. I'm not gonna count this as anything. I'm gonna just look at this as price drop down here, mitigated this, and this is kind of the overall range that we're stuck in for now. So I would count this as my overall supply. Price looks like it dropped down here. Honestly, gold, I just wouldn't touch it right now. It looks very choppy to my liking. Gold looks very choppy. I just wouldn't want to trade this right now, honestly. Until I have more of a clear context on gold, I would focus on this. But as of now, it looks like something you just don't want to be a part of. Not at all. Looks very choppy. Very overextended, definitely from the downside. And for that reason, I just wouldn't try to capitalize on this just right now. Not one bit. No, it doesn't attract me at all. US 500 as well. Now, I guess you could try to look for some shorts here to take the liquidity that's pending below. Looks like we had a complete run above, and price might want to drop down here. Now we have this nice little opening gap that we created, and we have been respecting that quite nicely. So price here, it might just try to drop a little lower to grab the liquidity that's obviously below there. But we're not in session to try to capitalize on US 500, so we're not going to be too focused on that right now. I would say the main thing that I would try to capitalize for now would be EU or USD longs right there. Price is definitely going. That's going to be a nice little M5 FEG that we make right there. I could definitely capitalize on that too. So we got this right here, FEG that we made, created. That's going to be a solid one. There. And we also have the down close of this bulk of down close candles right there. We can try to capitalize right here. Put stops above and still take the longs right there. Nice at 2.23 to 1. So I'm going to send this to my Synox group because I really like this trade. Gold looks a little bit too choppy, honestly. It looks a little bit too choppy for my liking, guys. I wouldn't want to trade that. Alright guys, we're gonna stay live on YouTube. Talk to you guys later. Peace, peace. All right, so for the homies on YouTube, we're gonna stay here, working with you guys. Let's make sure we can catch some setups here. I'm about to post a reel as well, so hope you guys like it. Well, it's not mine, it's by Haiti, but I'm still gonna post it. So guys, I love his work. What's going on, Mr. Player? Talk to me, guys. You guys don't want to jump back down here? TV 50% Asian? We're all waiting for that entry, man. What's going on, Mohammed? I'm about to post a picture, guys. Make sure you guys like it up.
Have 5 seconds.
What are you hitting? This is hitting something that doesn't want to go back up lower, you know? It's kind of frustrating to see that. It does have that M1 structure look there. I don't know if it's going to want to come back down to that M5, to be honest. Hopefully it does. I mean, we're not even in session, right? That's another important thing. We're about to be in session, but we're not even in session quite yet.
Have 5 seconds. You'll already need 250. Have 5 seconds.
Alright guys, I posted the reel. Make sure you guys like it up, man. Like it up on the IG. I'm sorry I can't be loud. People sleeping in my house. One second. There we go. What's going on, brother? If I only could make a deal with God. That song's such a banger. People are gonna probably want to continue shorting the EU. That's the thing. How many times is stop loss? I'll tell you later right now. Hold on. So the stop loss is 6 pips and TP is 13 pips. And you see gold? Sure. Just a little bit choppy, like I said before. If you're really looking at this from a perspective of trading, if anything, I would be focused on some shorts if it hits this FEG, kind of seeing how structure plays out. And then if we break out of this, then maybe try to look for some longs to take back liquidity above over here. But like I said, still very choppy for my liking, and I wouldn't really want to trade that right now. It just looks very choppy. It looks like we did have a little bit of a sweep of liquidity down here. We grabbed this, we grabbed all these liquidity levels that were kind of being formed. So that's pretty good to see from a downside angle. And then we also have liquidity, kind of liquidity being induced. That's the part where I don't know if this is just from. We'll check right now. Let's see other. So yeah, so that's just a broker, as you can see, right? So that makes a lot of sense. And that means that we could potentially still go back higher to grab the liquidity that's pending above. Now these levels haven't been quite grabbed just yet. Only a small grab. So what that tells me is that gold might still want to grab the liquidity above here. That's kind of placed upon here. We obviously do have a level of supply right there within that H10B. You guys can see it. So we could tweak that down up to that. It's H1 level supply. That price might want to come back up towards. But as of now, we're respecting out at these levels. So I'll be more focused on how price reacts to these levels. And then from there, we could take note of if price wants to continue dropping or if we want to go back up higher now. But let's say we're to take a setup here. This could still be quite the move, right? You're talking about a nice sort of 2.4 to 1 if price gives us the opportunity. And then obviously we'll be looking at M1 structure here. So what's going on with the M1? Right now it looks like we're going up higher. We're making these equal lows. Honestly, we could take some longs here. So gold longs right here, where we're at right now to capitalize on the highs right there for nice little 2 to 1. So you're looking at 12 pip stops to make 25 pips. Oh, gold is absolutely flying, man. There she goes, man. Goes about a HTP. Quite honestly, should be the range I want to focus on here. If we drop back down to this, I might want to take some longs there. Damn, look at EU. I don't think EU's going to want to drop down to take this level anymore, if I'm being quite honest. Doesn't seem like the ideal thing to do. I'm honestly gonna close gold and capitalize in the bottoms down there. So yeah, so the M5VG here is probably gonna be my complete focus on. So down here is where I actually want to take some longs. So focus on this level here, right there on gold. Put stops right below this FVG that's right there, and then take the highs right there. So this will be my real setup for gold. Can you see Bank Nifty? You shouldn't be trading those pairs at this time, but let's see it. Very choppy, to be honest. Still pretty overextended. Not ideal for us to try to trade this as of now, if I'm being honest. Might have a little bit of impulse higher. A lot of people are going to be trying to make this go short because of this gap, right? The problem is that we're above the gap. So taking out of that, since we're above the gap, it's been showing us quite the rejections, right? We had this wick here that we rejected right there. Price started going up higher. It then made higher low point right there. Looks like we had a little bit of a small sweep here to then rebalance up higher. So if anything, you're looking at this OB that it's quite at now to continue with this long momentum. So if you're trading back Nifty, I would be trying to capitalize on some longs for price to then rebalance these equal highs up there. Obviously, hasn't given us quite the setup now, but this is not too bad. Not too shabby to try to take some longs to capitalize on those highs. So like, I don't know, let's say stop loss, take the highs up there. That could be something. You know? No, but I don't trade this pair. I'm just telling you from angle of this opening gap and what it should be doing, but you never know. So EU might go back up to that entry that we had. That might be ideal for us to try to capitalize on some longs here. M1 is breaking structure, which is not ideal, but hopefully we can then try to go back up higher. He's coming down to entry. Like I said, we might get a setup today with gold or EU. I think gold looks fine to take those highs at the M15 range. Right there, people probably don't want to be shorting this too. Nifty's probably going higher, right? Oh, it's not. Interesting. Is this back Nifty? Oh, it is. Nifty 50. Yeah, we're making an M15 FEG as well. Price might want to grab down this London session liquidity as well, or Asian, sorry. Hopefully we don't do that. Hopefully price doesn't drop down to then, break this, because we did have a little bit of a grab there. Hopefully we just, from here, we can go back up higher to grab liquidity above. Are we still long on EU? If we get the entry here, yeah. And same thing for gold. Gold might just hit full TP before we hit that range, unfortunately. Looks like price had a higher high from there, and it actually respected out of this OB right here. That's looking like what happened. Price had the higher high, respected OB, and we might go back apart to mitigate that. But again, what I was more focused on was this M5 range here. M5 low point to high point. If we're looking at structure here, we're just at a discount here. Oh shit, look at EU. What just happened? Oh, 3 a.m. hit. 3 a.m. struck. Jesus Christ. So EU, gold hit full TP before it even happened. We can close that. EU looks like we might just have a grab of liquidity. And it might just stop us out. EU, man. EU triggered though, right? we go EU. All right, so I'm gonna keep my eyes really on golden here, right? Because we do have quite the context from this M15 FEG here. We want to see a price from here. Might want to start giving us some context to try to go on some shorts, right? Grab the liquidity above with this very interesting FEG here within gold. Now we have to see what price delivers for us within an M1 angle. So we're looking at structure here. We have this grab a liquidity, and now we have this low formed here, right? So we have to start seeing if we break the structure here from gold, can we then try to take some lows down here or down here, right? That's the most important part. EU looks like it's going off pretty good from that entry that we had. Let's see if we can go a little bit up higher so we can feel safe with this trade. Nice little wick rejections that we had though. That's pretty good to see. We rebalance that completely. Stops are perfectly good in place of where we left it. Oh man, that's not looking too great. Rebalance out of that FEG there. Oh, you, what are you doing? Nice push for the upside with gold. Not looking too great for us with EU here. Looks like you might not collaborate with us, guys. Looks like it might be one of those days. Nothing we can do from that. Gold still kind of rejecting a bit of the FEG, but not quite what we want to see for these shorts here. So we broke out of this level within EU, right? We can now switch it up here and try to take some lows down here, that's for sure. So we can take these lows over here. This is what I'm going to be looking for now that we broke the liquidity. We're going to take levels from this FEG right there to complete the MXM here. M1 FEG, take those sells to grab the liquidity below. Now that price is obviously not respecting out of the M5 range. Stops above, target the lows right here. You can honestly be a little bit higher right there. Yes, so now we can try to take off the M1 FEG right here to try to capitalize on those shorts below, since we did break out of the M5 level. Momentum was bearish, 100% it's bearish, but when we're trying to capitalize from this range is to capitalize on price going back up to rebalance out of M15 level, but obviously it doesn't have the liquidity to do that or enough how can you say it, volatility to do that right now. So when that happens, and we have this M1 level right above here, we can try to capitalize on this to then bring the shorts below to grab the liquidity that's now pending from this entire, you could call it MXM smaller range, right? Looks like we had a little bit of a grab now that you look at it there, and you can count that as the sweep. So SMC trading is all about making sense of what is happening, right? You might get stopped out. Some trades might not go your way. Some trades you might get break even, whatever. But as long as you're understanding what's happening, that's the most important part of it. What happened with Nifty? Now that we're looking at it, doesn't just kind of stayed stuck in that range. Interesting. Oh man. Come on, you. I don't mind that small rebalance there. If it drops from here, it's fine. You know, the rebalance that tapped it into it quite a small bit, that's fine. Let's see if I can try to do that. Gold? Let's look at gold. Still nothing for gold. You know, we're still above at this M15 FPG, but we still haven't broken any structure. So we can't really capitalize on anything quite yet. We could definitely move this though. You know, it looks like price is making a little bit of a higher low point right here. So we can try to capitalize on these range highs right there. There's an interesting part with EU that you guys want to be focused on, and there's a very interesting model here, right? So you can call this, or I mean, it is called the inverse for retail trading, right? We look at price here. We have leg structure, and then you could count this, I guess, as that right leg, and here we have that head, right? So price, retail, perspective wise, should go back up higher from this angle. Looks like price is gonna go down to hit full TP over there for sure. Part doesn't want to drop back down to those levels. That's perfectly fine. Entry is still valid, you know. Let's see if it would want to come back down to take those lows down there. I don't think that embers will really hold, but we'll see. Quite the candlestick. Oops, let me with this. And with these little bad boys right here. And then it is. How slow this fucking EU up here, man. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna close the EU here. I just don't like the way that we're kind of stuck here. We did tap into that pending. We'll see, but this could count as a lower high pendant to a lower low. So, and if we focus more on gold here, seeing what we can get here, we can try to start breaking some of these structural levels to try to then go short here more than anything. Hopefully, price can give us something when London does strike, right? So we'll see. Do you want to see if we get any context there? Price does give us some trouble rejections. Nice rejection from that area. But not a fan, just not a fan, to be honest. Price might want to go back up higher now to take this, right? That might be something. Okay, gold. Gold is now breaking some levels at this M1 range. Volume daily imbalance. Interesting. So we hit the FEG, we made the FEG here, drop down lower. The question is, what do you want to respect here, right? The shorts are definitely more keen here to happen. Rebalance for the FEG perfectly, to be honest. Oh, that was my bad for trying to close that too early. This is not going to hold. It's obviously bearish here. All right, gold. I like what I'm seeing with gold. I definitely like what I'm seeing with gold here. So gold here is giving us quite the context setup out of the M15 FEG that we just had. EU dropping fairly nice here, making nice little context levels for gold. So marking this off, looks like we did just break some levels here. We had the M15 higher time frame POI that we just hit. We are making out of a little bit of a OB here on the H1 with gold, right? Hopefully this could be FEG right there. That'll be a pretty nice sell off. What's going on with EU? Damn, EU was spot on, man. How annoying. I'll show some gifs to my chat, because I actually told everybody to close that. Alright, so higher low point, higher high. Broke out of that structure part right there. Low point right there being formed. Not quite the context that I want to see. Let's see if we can develop more here. Let's see if this M1 can then rebalance another low here. Rebalance some lows, give me a displacement so I can try to take some lows continuing for these shorts. So you did end up hitting a full TP, which sucks. But that's perfectly fine, man. It's gonna happen. So it looks like we are rebalancing out of this. That's good to see. Right? We rebalance out of this, rebalance out of this right here. Let's see if now we can get this placement to a downside where I can then capitalize on some true shorts. 3. I don't trade that pair, boss. M3 are making a nice little FEG here. That's pretty good. I'd like to see that one. That's pretty clean. Not gonna lie. There's pretty nice. 15 seconds to go there. Out of the M15 FEG. Broke out of this level. Very nice to see. Displacement is what we're getting here. Displacement is what we're getting here. Layu must be dropping, right? Full TP smacked. Jesus Christ. That sucks. So spot on with the setups, spot on with the EU short, spot on with the M15 FEG for gold. Just obviously not quite an entry. Nice displacement that we're getting though. So I like to see that. We might want to focus on this entire leg here now. Since we rebalance out of this here, we want to focus now on if we can make some type of FEG within this leg, right? So this is the new leg that we're focused on. I want to see if we can make an FEG anywhere from M5, M4, M3 leg over there. And then from there, try to capitalize on that, right? So M3, I'm looking at some stuff here, right? What I don't like seeing for FEGs is when we don't have those wicks, right? When I look at FEGs, I want to make sure that we have wicks from both ends, which we kind of don't have right here. Remember, session isn't even intact. We're about to hit that quite soon. We have the M4, again, no wick above, so that's pretty not good to see either. I think all about just being patient right now. It's all about just being patient. When you have moves like this, you know, I know you might think that, okay, my setup is done, or, you know, I had all this brilliant setup for nothing because now it's dropping like this. Remember, price is always going to be rebalancing stuff, right? So price doesn't, majority of the time, doesn't just go down like this. Majority of the time, it, you know, it would, it would do something like, you know, like high, low, right? So when you're taking out of those stuff, then you can understand that it doesn't matter how much price drops. If you're understanding that it's going to rebalance again up higher, then it's no reason to try to chase it. You know what I mean? So EU, I mean, oh my god, that's so painful to see. We had quite the setup here, and we did end up closing a little bit too early for our liking. But that's how good. That's how good. There's a complete MXM here happening for gold. Interesting short here. Let's see price go a little bit higher here so we can make an FEG and then I can try to capitalize on some short here within gold, you know? I would definitely like to see an F5 FEG here happening. Like if we can make a little bit of a wick right here, that would just be beautiful. Like this wick, let's say it's like that. Oh my god, that would be a perfect FEG to then capitalize right there. Take some shorts down to these lows here, and we're content with that. So let's see if that can be something that can happen. Obviously, pretty overextended right now. Oh, I definitely like to see the FEG there. It's so like not ideal, man. It's not ideal FEG to look at. It's too big, you know. It looks more like a void more than anything. But let's take a look at this. So we could capitalize on this one right here for sure. That one is okay. I'm four FEG. That one is fine up there. So this one FEG that's right up here, that could be our entry if price gives us the opportunity to. All right, guys, I'm gonna be out of here. We're just gonna trade with the groups. So see you guys later. You guys know how it goes. Don't trade, don't leverage.